Does it?
Okay, hello and welcome everybody to the We Talk About It and Be About It show. I have my co host, Lady of Leisure, with me today. We have both been sick, experiencing um, health issues. And first, I want to also share our video. Mm,
Wanna get you right now. This thing me like bomb. Heart gon' speak so God splash on my plate. Wanna get you down, dog.
So that is the video, and I am so thankful for B Sparrow
Yes.
Sweet Radio for making the video for me.
Yes, that's
And
that's
what
nice.
we are going to do at this moment is there is another song released by Rob. Well, we don't know who it's released by, you know. But
There is
there's
a
a new
song
song.
that is released under R. Kelly's name. Let's say that. Can we say that?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
another
There's a
song
song
released
released
under
under
R.
R.
Kelly's
Kelly's
name.
name.
We don't know who's releasing it. Really, I don't care. The only thing I'm concerned about at this point is I need to know how people are going to get some of these 29 charges dropped against him. I don't care about conspiracy theories, what people are saying. Get his 29 charges dropped. None of these bloggers are lawyers, so none of them mean nothing to me because you're just giving your opinion. And I'm sick of when I state facts that I have people that want to check me. No, you go check yourself because I know how to read and comprehend. But in the meantime, we are going to listen to this new song,
Allegedly by R.
allegedly
Kelly. What's the
released.
name of the song? I got that or I
I
got it
got it.
or something.
I got it, child. I got it.
Lord have mercy. Okay.
I got it.
Okay,
So,
now don't play too much of it because you know I can't take it. But let's hear it.
can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Let's go, babe. Let's go, babe. Oh, let's go, babe. Let's go, babe.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Love me. So you can see I got it. Everything you want, girl. I got it. Everything you need, girl. I got it. You and me, look, I love it, baby. Well, I got it. Need you to know that the world is all yours. You ain't worried. Got a lot of attention, broken glory, and I just wanna fix it. Working days on you time.
Do we have to hear any more of this?
To relax your mind, and girl, I know just what to do for you. Let's go, babe.
Now,
Let's go, babe.
okay, let me stop
Let's
it.
go, babe.
Thank you.
Let's go, babe. Power.
That sounds better than the other song that they
That sound better to you?
that one sounds better than that other one they released. Not
Not to me. Not to me.
here.
Not to me. I think the other
Hey
one was a
Tracy, how are you?
hey Trace. It doesn't sound better to me. It sounds very unprofessional to me. I just Yeah, I'm sorry. I got it. I got it. I got it. Like, come on, man. R. Kelly wrote damn hits.
Yes, he did.
R. Kelly wrote damn hits. I
Hey,
got it. I
Phoenix.
got it. I got it. Get the hell out of here with that. I ain't got it. I don't get it. How about that? Um,
Okay, maybe we should have waited. This is the if anybody wants to join the panel, and what we'll do is we will play more of the songs in a little while.
yeah, I have to take it in small doses. That's what we'll do. We'll play a little bit of it. Yeah, and let people come in because I'm sure there's not enough people in this show, but we didn't want to address that. Um, I don't even like this song at all. The first song, I liked the song. I just felt that it was not professionally done. The first song I thought was a good song. It just wasn't done um, to Robert standards. I'm accustomed to. This song, I just think is garbage. It's like, come on, man. It's like you're taking the king of R&B and you're putting out a rookie. Like, cut that shit out. Nobody's
Well,
that desperate.
Show you that some of this music might be old.
Right. Nobody's that desperate to hear R. Kelly's music that they just accept any damn thing that somebody throws out there. The music sucks. Point blank, period. It sucks.
Well, they all think that they can tell us and do anything since it's rap, and we're just supposed to go along with it.
It's just, it's really sad. Like, first of all, it's just sad. Where are these songs coming from? Who's releasing them? Nobody knows. Quite frankly, I don't even give a damn. It's not Rob. He not sitting at MCC making music, releasing no damn records. So I would prefer that they just keep all this BS and listen to it on their goddamn headphones. Because Rob would never put out anything so damn unprofessional. Period. The man was a perfectionist.
Yeah.
These songs sound like absolute amateurs.
Yeah.
And I just think that it's insulting, to his body of work that we know. I think it's an insult to him. That's my opinion.
Yeah. And yes, High Truth Warrior. We want to thank
Hey, Phoenix Rising. Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
Yes, Phoenix, I agree. A very, very rough draft. But why would you put out a rough draft? Robert wouldn't put out a rough draft.
Mm-hmm. He sure wouldn't.
True Strong Warrior Oko says that may be why R. Kelly didn't put them out. Hey, come on now. Say that again.
And I'm so sick of everybody falling for the okie dokie. I really am. I'm just so tired. They think they can just give us anything and say, "Oh, this is Rob." This is
well,
Rob
that's because they feel as if they feel as if Rob's fans are, how can I say it? They're not that bright. Let's just put it that way. And they're not that bright because anything they throw at them, they eat that shit up and ask for some more. They're not very bright people, because Anybody who knows anything about Robert's career knows that he was a perfectionist and that he released the best of the best that he could.
Mm-hmm.
None of this is anywhere near the best that he could. This sounds like, oh wow, I came up with a beat while I was on the toilet. Let me record that on my phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can go back to it later and maybe make something out of it. It's just really sad. And it's sad that people are just so damn thirsty for anything that they latch on to this BS,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and they perpetuate it. You know, now the whole thing about Rashana testifying is back again. She ain't testifying.
Oh
Like,
my
God,
God, girl.
I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it.
When I
Here's the
told
thing.
people 2 years
She
ago,
has the same here. The same here. 3 years ago, I told them she had testified. How can she? It's always how can she do that? And if they had this, and if this happened, this would happen. And every damn thing they say has happened. Ain't no feds coming. The feds would have been done charged him. Now here you got goddamn Fed cases in 2 separate jurisdictions. Everything they claim is not gonna happen happens in spades. So how do you sit up and even hold your position when your position has been shot down time and time again? How do you even hold a damn position?
yeah, I want
They come out with all this he say she say shit, and they call those facts.
Yeah.
No, the facts are in the damn case. The facts are in the damn charges. The facts are in the court documents. They not on YouTube. They not in nobody's phone or text messages. Okay? They not with the bloggers. Like, cut that out. You know?
Yeah,
it's just sad. It's sad.
Well, you know, I'm supporting Rob no matter what. No matter what. I support him. And when I was trying to tell people things that was going on, because like I say, I do not know the monster that they talk about. I've never seen nothing but a gentleman from him. And the minute I said Rashonda Landfair is testifying, people were jumping all over me, saying this and saying that. I don't know. They'll probably post some more stuff about me tomorrow, because I choose to look at the case from like anybody else. Anybody that has a person that gets arrested, goes to jail, get charges. You go see a lawyer or attorney. You want them to tell you, give me the real deal on what's going on, because I needed to understand why he could not get bond.
Right.
Just because I had people to tell me that, well, you know, because Rashonda is testifying, she's giving her statement to the grand jury and her family, then, oh, I'm not for Rob. And anybody that knows me and knows who I've talked to them, I said I'm backing away, because I do not want to know anything else about this case. Because I'm still standing by him, and I'm still supporting him. This woman has testified to the grand
Right.
jury.
Absolutely.
If she lies, she'll be like Little Kim and she will go to prison. Okay?
Right.
And so don't come bashing at me because I see facts, which does not mean I am not going to still continue to love and support him. And
Right.
I never once said that he was on the tape. I ain't seen no tapes, but Rashonda has given the government 3 tapes. So miss me with all of the bullshit. All of these bloggers, you can put out whatever you want to. You can say whatever you want to. But at the end of the day, y'all don't matter. Because I don't know y'all anyway. Rob was our family friend. That's why I'm fighting for him. That's why I've been threatened for him. That little blogger shit that y'all doing ain't nothing but coming up with conspiracy theories that's not real. And so I support him. I'm going to be walking in the name of love for Robert Sylvester Kelly on March.
Stepping in the name of love.
Stepping in the name of love because he was a lovable person. And you can join me 111 South Michigan. We'll be starting off there. We're going to be stepping in the name of love for Robert Sylvester Kelly. We support him no matter what. Everybody. I was interviewed today. Yeah, thank you, Miss Phoenix. I was interviewed today by a magazine.
I'm going to mute my mic for a second.
As I told these people, everybody puts superstars on pedestals. Superstars are human beings, just like the rest of the people. They're no different from you and I. And as I stick by my family, my friends, people I've met, people that have supported me through my ups and downs, and I am still standing by them. So when you want to post something about me, post the entire conversation. And for those that want to buy into a lie that somebody is trying to put out with me, and everybody knows once I'm done with you, I'm done with you. And everybody that knows me knows I've always said I have to talk to different people about this case. I've said that time and time again. Because like I said, I don't want to know anything else, but I do know that Rashonda has testified to the grand jury. And so that's it. I never said that he was on a tape. I stated Rashonda gave them tapes, and it's all in the indictments. So don't come for me, and I won't come for you, because I don't even fool with that many people with this R. Kelly mess. Because to me, you're all deranged, you're crazy, you're hypocrites, and you're not representing him in a manner that should be representation of Robert Sylvester Kelly. He is a lovable person, a very loving and kind person that I know of. And I have never heard him talk bad about anyone. And so all of this stuff that you people have done, I hope everybody's happy. I hope everybody's happy because it has not helped his case. Matter of fact, all the supporters look like crazy fans. You have not gotten any charges reduced or dropped. If everybody's so intelligent, why didn't they go down there and file charges on his behalf? I mean, since everybody seems to have all of the answers and know everything, and conspiracy theories, you can throw all of that garbage out the window. So we're going to play a little bit of his song again so everybody can hear. But my family member and some other people, like I said, I was around, and Rob was a perfectionist. You stayed in that studio, and there is no way that he would release this music under his name. He was too much of a perfectionist. So we are going to listen to this again.
Yeah. Oh, baby. You've been working, you've been stressing, your body's screaming, you've been neglected, you got all these problems, but you can't seem to escape. But tonight I'm breaking you out, cause you need to get away. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Out of this world with me.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry.
Now every day.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
Yours at Curry Ford Atlanta. So why do people always come back to?
What are we listening to?
No, Miss. Okay.
What are we listening to? Miss
We're
Margaret
listening
said
to
she
the
missed
song.
something.
Yeah.
April,
Yes, ma'am.
is that the new song we're listening to?
Yes.
The I Got It.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Oh, okay.
Oh, let's
Hey,
go,
Miss
baby.
Margaret.
Let's go, baby. Out of this world with me. So you can see I got it. Everything you want, girl. I got it. Everything you need, girl. I got it. You and me, good loving, baby. Well, I got it. Did you know that, girl, it's all yours? You've been worried, got a lot of tension, broken glory, and I just wanna fix it. Girl, you need some new time. It ain't up to you, baby. Somewhere to relax your mind. And girl, I know just what to do for you. Let's go, baby. Oh, let's go, baby. Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Out of this love with me. So you can see I got it. Oh, everything you want, girl. I got it. And everything you need. Yeah, I got it. You and me, a good loving, baby. I got it. And I want.
Okay. So
Thank you.
his new
Because I
song.
just can't take it.
Yeah. Keep the Truth said it don't matter who is releasing his music. Legally, they can't release his music under a different name. Yep. Be
Well,
Sparrow.
they're not releasing it. They're not releasing it under a different name, are they? They're releasing it
No,
under his name.
remember the last song, Not Supposed to Be Here? They tried to release it under Rock.
Right.
Oh, yes. And B Sparrow Jules is so correct, because on the last song, Not Supposed to Be Here, I told people, I said, that's not him. And at the 50
You did say that. You
Oh.
said I can vouch for that. You said that, and I had only listened to like about 30 seconds of the song. And I said, oh, it's him. When I listened to that whole song, I'm like, there is no way in the hell that's Kels.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. That was not Kels.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Keep the Truth says, also any royalties he is getting will go to his recent rulings, landlord child support. Well, I don't know about that, because I thought that ruling, oh, you know what? It sure
remember,
was.
he's got to pay that landlord the money. Oh yeah, that came
It
out.
sure was. The judge ruled that those royalties go to the landlord of the studio. Sure did.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, he did. That was a while ago. Yeah, I remember that now, because I remember.
Oh yeah, I know. Keep the Truth. The royalties went to that landlord.
Yeah. I know that for a fact. Because somebody was saying they can't touch his royalties, and I'm like, yeah, they can. They just ordered them to be paid to the landlord. I don't know why people think royalties can't be touched. They absolutely can. Keep the Truth says if he is not muted, as his supporters would say, why they are releasing his music under a different name. Was it released under a different name?
No, they actually I got it, R. Kelly. So they released this music, this time under his name. The last time
the thing of it
was under somebody named Rob.
The thing of it is, Keep the Truth, they're not releasing it to no major damn radio station or no reputable place. You know, all this shit is on YouTube. You know, I mean, it's not really like they're releasing it to any place that's gonna get him play and real royalties. You know, they're releasing it to goddamn it YouTubers and bloggers to play for their followers. So I don't know. I just wish they'd stop, because every damn thing they do make this man go from bad to worse. It looks horrible. It just looks horrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, because you want to talk about him being the king in R&B, but then you put out this bullshit ass songs like, you know, he's nobody. Like, stop that. I don't get it. I just don't get it. You know, if that's the case, just play the man's damn music.
Yeah. Yeah. And they need to play his music. As I said today, I was interviewed by a people that's going to be doing a podcast, and then I will let everybody know. And as I stated, you know, all of the rock bands, they have similar allegations against them, as Rob has, and they have not muted his music. And so, um, why mute his? You know, they still play Chuck Berry. You know, they still play Elvis. They still play all of the rock stars. I mean, these people
Okay,
had
well,
issues.
wait a minute now. Hold on now.
They
Hold on.
had
Hold
issues in
on.
their life. I mean, you. What I'm saying is, all of these artists, we have put them on pedestals, which they don't need to be put on pedestals because they are all human beings, and everybody
And that's
got
true.
something. They've got something. And so if you don't, you know, we got the drug addicts that are stars, people that have committed suicide. We've got all of this, and they haven't muted their music. They weren't living some glamorous life. So don't mute Kel's music. It's all I'm asking.
Well, I don't think that they muted R. Kelly for not living a glamorous life. They muted R. Kelly because they believe that he's a serial child molester. So, his children is a very serious thing in society. So that's how they muted him because that's the belief. Now, you know, I don't get when people do that because the cases are so vastly different, even though the accusation may be similar, the cases are so vastly different. Yeah, Chuck Berry was charged with that, but Chuck Berry also went to prison and served his time. Even though he had absolutely zero idea that the girls were underage. And not only that, you know, they came to him, woke him up in his car, you know? And the next thing he knew, he was being charged with trafficking the girls across state lines. They were minors. He had no clue. But he did his time and he paid for that. It wasn't like he didn't have a history of that. It's something that happened. They set him up because they wanted Elvis to have his music. And that's what happened. He went to the penitentiary. He served his time. So you
How much
can't,
time did Chuck Berry do?
I don't know how much time he did.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know how much time he did. I don't know. I think he got something like, I don't know. You know what? I don't even want to guess because I honestly have forgotten. But yeah, Chuck Berry went to the penitentiary. Yes, he did. And he, some years, I don't know how many, but he served that time. Um, you know, and the thing of it is, regardless of what, you can't justify what R. Kelly is by, because there is no justification.
No, yes, there is a justification. Wrong is wrong. No
There
matter
is no,
where it comes from.
there is
If
no
you are
justification. There
I
is
mean,
no justification because how can you justify a person who's never been charged with a crime with a person who's been charged with 30 crimes? If there is no justification, you know,
wrong is
it's like
wrong.
apples. It's like apples and grapes, not even oranges. It's like apples and grapes. You know, Elvis was never charged with a crime. Elvis was never known to date several young women. Elvis had one girl whom he married. You know what I'm saying? You can't, it's not the same. There is no justification. And again, nobody charged him with anything. Nobody accused him of anything. So you can't compare Elvis's marriage to Priscilla with R. Kelly's sexcapades with dozens of teenagers. You just can't.
It's wrong whether it's one charge or 29.
No, April, no, April, no. There's a difference between right and wrong and criminal. There's a difference. There's a difference between right, wrong, and criminal.
Okay. Well, I say wrong is wrong under any circumstances if we're going to do that. Wrong is wrong.
Well, but you see, what are we doing? You're deeming it wrong. He's not being charged with wrong. He's being charged with criminal acts. Every wrongdoing isn't a criminal act. So again, you can't compare the two.
Okay.
You know? And then you're talking about Elvis, you're talking about a time back in the goddamn Tupelo, Mississippi, or wherever the hell it was, when kids got married at 12 and 13 years old. My grandmother was married at 13 years old in Alabama. So, you know, you're talking about an entirely different time. And you're also, again, this wasn't a history of Elvis's. He saw the girl he wanted to marry when she was 12. He went to her father. He told him that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to court her, to marry her. Her father said, okay. He went to the service for a couple of years. He came back. He courted her. He married her. You know, it wasn't like he had a mansion full of 13-year-olds. You know, so again, wrong and criminal are two different things. You know, Priscilla did an entire interview with Barbara Walters where she sat up and laughed at it, where she thought it was cute and funny and fun. And Barbara said, you did not think it was something wrong with this grown man kissing on you at 14 years old? She said, no, it was fun.
Okay. Keep the truth. I'm not trying to justify what anybody did. He has not been found guilty of anything. I'm doing comparison of people that have had relationships with younger girls. Yes, younger girls. I'm just comparing. Back then, you know, it was accepted. Nowadays, it's not accepted. So, and I just feel like, me personally, why mute his music? And all of these stars, they're still showing shows on TV that we have. Oh my God, what was the one white guy that was the dad on the show? They didn't mute Charlie Sheen's show. This is the only thing.
Wait,
I am.
why would they mute Charlie Sheen? What did Charlie Sheen do?
He gave HIV to women.
Charlie ain't gave HIV to women. Who he give HIV to?
Girl, you
Who?
know Charlie. He gave
No,
it
I
to
don't know
several
that.
women. You didn't know that?
I,
Oh
no, I don't know that. I know that women said that he slept with them without telling them that he had HIV. Not one of them claimed to have gotten HIV from him.
yeah. And we have the same
None of
thing.
them said.
Yeah. So we have the same thing with Kels with who is this Faith Rogers saying with the herpes. Are you still here, Lady Alicia? Oh wow, I don't know what happened to her. But my personal opinion is they don't mute all of these other celebrities, and that goes for actors, musicians, priests, and everything else. You don't do it to them, don't do it to him. So that's my only issue that I have. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. So yeah. But anyway, like we said, they released another song. We don't know who did it. Really don't care. But we just know how much of a perfectionist that Kels is. And I just don't think that he would be pleased with the music being released the way it is. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, keep the truth. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The medical records are in the discovery, and yeah, yeah. Now, as Phoenix Rising says, keep the truth. As teenagers, some of us were involved with older men called sugar daddies. The young ladies were sugar babies. Mothers, grandmothers, aunties, you name it, knew of these relationships. Keep the truth. You're saying that it was wrong, but back in the day, and still now, some women like like older men, and it's just a tough decision because you do have some girls that do like older men, and some women that like younger men. So it goes both ways. Yeah. So Miss Margaret, they're not going to name the underage girls because they have shown a pattern where the victims have been they some of the alleged victims have been messed over. They feel like their life would be endangered, and you know the fans are crazy. Then you had people that have blown up cars and stuff. So that's the reason why they're not naming the alleged victims, and and that has a lot to do with him not getting a bail too, because they have been able to show that they've been able to show a pattern. So that's why he has not been able to get a bail. Keep the truth. To be clear, I read the court documents. This is all I have been reading since following the case, and I have a Pacer account, and I have one too, and I've been reading the documents as well, and so so it will be interesting to see you know how everything turns out. I really didn't want to discuss it that much because, like I said, I support him no matter what as a family friend, and it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous how people are carrying um, on YouTube, the bloggers and stuff. It's just crazy. And it's nothing will help him with his case that anybody has done to try to get charges dropped. You know, he's still facing 29 charges, and nothing they've done has made the government drop any charges. So that's all I can say, you know. Yeah. And thanks to Truth for coming over here. I do not, anybody that does not support Rob, I do not have any issues. It is a free country. People can choose to support and believe what they believe. I'm not going to argue with anybody about anything. As I said, I support him no matter what. And all of this stuff that people are doing is awful. It's awful. Yeah. So, and so I hope everything starts in April so this can be over, because I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. I just hate that everybody's divided. The focus has become on other things. Yeah. And Phoenix Rising, I have to agree with you on that. Some were like companions. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Miss Margaret says T.I. has been accused and there are accusers, but they haven't put them in jail. I don't think they have video evidence, Miss Margaret. Yes. Whereas in Kel's situation, you have the videotapes and everybody that was working for him, they are all testifying against him. We don't know. There might be an investigation now into T.I. and Tiny. We don't know that. We'll just have to sit back and wait on that. Yeah. Yeah. So I've been a little under the weather. I'm dealing with some things, issues of my own, but I did do an interview today with a magazine, and as I stated, I support Rob no matter what, and that's the only comments that I will be making. People tend to try to twist your words or say things, and I know him, so everybody else doing this barking, they don't know him, so I know him, and I've never seen any type of inappropriate behavior. He's always been a nice gentleman, and so I don't know of a monster that they are trying to convince me of, and that's why I'm going to stay in the Darlene April lane, because I'm going to go by what I know about him and how I feel about him. Okay, what happened? Okay, do I need to send you the link again?
Send me another link, yeah.
Okay, all right. Hold on, I gotta send Lady Alicia another link. And again, as I say, there will be a march for Kels, and we're stepping in the name of love. We're stepping in the name of love for him. And so that's what we are doing. And we're going to be walking and stepping in the name of love for him. Yeah. 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 Oh, thank you, Pettyville. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not getting ready to argue with people. I just go by what I know, and I'm just gonna go by what I've experienced with him, and so yeah. Yeah. And I don't, Tracy, Oh, hey, Nunu. Thank you. And Tracy, I don't think people, some people do. They want to see him in prison. Okay, there she is.
That took forever.
Okay.
Did you read Tracy's question? Tracy says in the trail, we have to wait and see what's going to take place in the trail because so many people are against Rob. Oh, in the trial, okay. And want to see him in prison. See, this is what I don't understand. Why do people think that because you want to see justice done, that people are against Rob? Like, you could want justice to be served without being against him. I don't really get that, you know? I really don't get that. Because I hear people say that all the time, that you're, you know, because you don't think he completely innocent, or because you don't want him to walk free, that you're against him. Yeah. You know, I would think that wanting him to walk free is against him because he needs some damn help. He needs help.
Yeah, Rob's entire story, it's so sad. I've cried many nights.
It is. And I agree with that. There are times when I have been.
The people, you know, they can't even look at, you know, the way, you know, he grew up, the way he came into the world. I mean, everything is so sad, but he still became an R&B superstar, and everybody knows, and they've said that he's needed help. But the way these people have went and attacked everybody, they like, shoot, don't throw the key away, you know. Don't him and throw the key away, because you people have acted so ignorant to the people that don't agree with you. Or it's just crazy. And Miss Margaret, you said, have the tapes been verified? So many people have had their hands on them. Kels is a wonderful man that has been set up. The only part I know is Rashonda Landfair gave him tapes. Right. That's the only thing that
Rashonda Landfair.
I got as far as Rashonda testifying to the grand jury, and she gave them tapes, and that's is where I went on trying to do any more research. I don't want to do any more research, and I'm not.
What Rashonda did was Rashonda verified that it was her. Yes.
Downstairs. Are you okay for her?
Who's downstairs?
Her mom.
I don't have a mom. My mom is dead.
Okay. Okay. So you don't want any visitors?
Who in the hell is that?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Keep the truth. I don't know why these crazy, insane, ADHD, crack babies, mental illness, delusional people are making these threats and doing background checks on people. Because actually, I don't care what they say and do say about me. I've lived 58. I have not always been perfect in my life. So that's why they do that. I don't know. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Probably never
Right.
will.
I don't think
And
any of us have. I don't think any of us have. Everything surrounding this case, the case itself, you know, the charges, the fans, everything involving this case has been just, I don't even know what to say. Everything has been over the top. Everything has been astronomical. Everything.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
his
yeah,
fans' responses, everything has just been unbelievable.
yeah,
It's just been unbelievable.
yeah. Yeah, because it's way beyond me. Like I said, as I told them, shoot me if I ever go into another YouTube channel.
Oh, don't
Because
say that.
these people, well, you said you have gun and will travel. But none of this helped him.
Oh no, Tracy, I knew what you were saying. I knew what you were saying, Tracy. I was speaking to
Yeah,
another comment.
yeah, yeah. And so,
Well, Phoenix Rising, I think he needs incarceration as well.
well,
I think he needs both. I think he needs to be incarcerated. He has committed crimes. He needs to be incarcerated for his crimes. I have to mute my mic for one moment, guys.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, nobody can even have sympathy for this man, as I was saying before Lady Alicia came in, because his whole childhood and the way he came up is such a sad story. And then, of course, nobody, protected him. And so, but nobody will have sympathy for them now because they've attacked everybody that says anything negative about Rob. Yeah. Keep the truth.
I'm here. I'm sorry, guys.
Keep the truth. Now, I want to say this. Every rally that I've attended, we've had nice rallies. Now, the people I was with, we had nice times in Chicago. I don't know of any of the extracurricular activities that take place at these rallies because I'm too busy enjoying Chicago, eating out at nice restaurants, having nice drinks, trying to create some nice memories. I don't get involved in mess. I stay away from the drama. So, I don't know. I don't know anything about fights and all of that stuff because Miss Darlene April is too busy minding her own business, enjoying the people that I've met that are R. Kelly supporters, trying to dance, trying to still drop it like it's hot. And
no, you're not trying to drop it like it's hot.
Yeah, and knowing I'm going to need help getting back up. And I'm just trying to have fun with the people that support him as the same way I do when we go every other year to Paisley Park for Prince, as I go with the Prince, with the MJ people. We all have fun. Yeah.
Okay, now. I
So,
was saying something before my nurse came in here and interrupted me. Oh, I was telling Phoenix Rising that I believe that R. Kelly does need jail time. He needs to serve some prison time because I believe he has committed some crimes and he needs to pay for those crimes. I just don't think it should be with the rest of his life. I really don't. And I get that there are people who don't believe that people who have mental health issues should be in prison. I get that. I really do. I understand that completely. But I just feel that when you commit a crime, you got to pay the price for that. This isn't a man who was 17, 18 years old with no concept of wrongdoing. This is a man who maneuvered his lifestyle for 30 years of his life. So I just believe that he knew, to what degree I don't know, but he knew that what he was doing was illegal, because if he didn't know, he wouldn't have tried to cover it up. He wouldn't have covered it up. If you don't feel there's anything wrong with your actions, then you don't care who witnesses your actions. If you truly do not know that there's something wrong with what you're doing, then you don't care who witnesses what you do, because you honestly don't know there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
Phoenix Rising says, unfortunately, at the concerts, there were the decent and the creeps. Can we go back to Phoenix comments so I can read it? Okay. Unfortunately, at the concerts, there were the decent and the creeps. That's the fan base. So what can we expect? It's sad. The creeps took over. The decent, the creeps, and the mentally deranged.
Yeah.
Don't leave them out. Shit.
Yeah.
They real strong.
Yeah, they really are.
They really strong, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. They really are. And like I said, none of it, I haven't seen anything they've done to get any charges dropped. A lot of them are probably going to, to be faced with charges from
exactly.
And
that's the thing. Everybody, they jump up, they say this, and this one's a liar, and that was a liar. And I saw this text like, well, you know what? Run your ass on down there and give, and we proved this, and you ain't proved shit. You proved you can believe in bullshit. That's how you prove. Because if you had something that proved his innocence, your ass would be down there at the feds giving them that proof. You are certainly no better than his damn attorney.
Yeah.
So if his attorney have come up with nothing to drop a charge, your ass sitting on YouTube talking to bloggers and baby mamas ain't came up with shit either. So just cut it out. Miss me with that.
Yeah, and then
it's a total waste of time.
And it's not helping with the charges. That's the only thing I'm saying. Do something that can help get his charges reduced. Then you're doing something. But
okay, Miss Margaret has a question for me.
Okay.
Miss Margaret says, if Trump says his Hail Mary and asks for absolution, will you vote for him again? if he can be forgiven. Listen, I'm not in the forgiving business, Miss Margaret. God forgives. That's not my job. Okay? That's not my job to forgive. I would not vote for Trump again. And I don't care how many Hail Marys he says, or, you know, how much absolution he asked for, you know, or how many times he apologizes. Because what Trump did was equivalent to treason. You know? He incited domestic terrorists on our nation. And I can't forgive that. I don't give a damn who did it. That is unforgivable. He was the president of the United States of America, and he incited people to overthrow his own damn government. So no, I would not forgive him for that. I will always believe that he should be held accountable legally for that. Because he did that. And he absolutely did that. So he should be held legally accountable for that. Listen, like I said, I don't sit to forgive or not forgive anybody. That's my job. Ain't nobody coming to me for forgiveness. That's not my job. It's not for me to forgive Kels. That's not for me. I'm not his victim.
Alleged victims.
I'm not his victim.
Alleged victims.
They're not alleged. When you fucking a 13-year-old on videotape, she's a victim. Point blank, period. When you're a grown-ass man and you sticking your penis in the vagina of a 13, 14-year-old, that is a victim. There is nothing alleged about it. So, that is for his victims to give forgiveness. It is for their families to give forgiveness. It is for God to give forgiveness. That's not for me. I believe Kels should, I believe he should spend time in prison. I don't believe he should spend the rest of his life in prison. I really don't. Okay. I'm not against him. I don't mute him. I listen to his music all the time. I've never stopped. I never will stop. But yes, I believe he's guilty. I do. And that's my right. Just like you can believe he's innocent. Why do you feel you have the right to believe that he's innocent, but I don't have the right to believe that he's guilty? Yeah. I've got more proof of his guilt than you have his innocence. I'm just saying.
Okay. And again, I support him no matter what. Okay.
And that is your right.
That's my right. And again, I'm not going to argue with anybody. I'm not going to bash anybody.
Exactly.
And like I said, yeah. Miss Margaret, you said
Tracy says, okay, go ahead. Miss Margaret says what?
She would have to see the she would have to see the tapes. She don't believe it.
Well, and I get that, Miss Margaret, because when you know a person a certain way, yeah, that's how you know that person. I get that. I really do. I have been exactly where you are. You know what I'm saying? That is not how you know Rob. You know him as the good person that he was to you. And I get that. But just because someone is good to you, it doesn't mean that they can't be horrible to somebody else. No person is one-faceted. No person. We are all multifaceted individuals. Every single last one of us.
And we all have a story. We
absolutely
all
all have a story, you know? We have not all, none of us are perfect. We are never going to be perfect. We have never been perfect.
No.
Tracy Porter says, Lady Alicia, based on the evidence beyond the reasonable doubts of the law, how long will you give Rob? I have no idea. You know, I have no idea. Because again, I don't think that he should spend the rest of his life in jail. But I mean, the man is in his mid-50s now. So even 20 years is damn near the rest of his life. You know, will he live to be 74? We don't
know. Well, when you went away, they said T.I. and Tiny, they have not been charged with anything as of yet. And I said, well, they probably don't have the proof that they need yet to charge them. I mean, I don't know how that case is going. This case has taken a toll on me, so I can't even begin to think about T.I. and Tiny. But as I was telling them, they had the evidence, the videotapes, and all of Rob's former employees and everybody testifying against him. That's why they were able to put the charges on him, and people have testified before the grand jury. And one thing that I want to emphasize, people, and like I said, I did my one part, and that's when I stopped. And I do know some of them don't want to be like Little Kim and go to prison for lying to the grand jury. Yeah.
Yeah, Tracy, I don't know, because you know it's very difficult. It's very difficult, especially when you look at all of the victims involved. You know, how can I say give him 10 years when the crimes that he's committed warrant 100 years or 200 years?
Yeah.
You know, it's really hard. Phoenix Rising said, I've seen murders committed to institutes for mental health to long-term court monitored. So why can he get a sentence that would, wait, back that up so I can read the rest of her thing.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Phoenix Rising said, I've seen murders committed to institutes for mental health to long-term court monitored. So why can he get a sentence that would please everyone? Because, you know, there's a major difference. You know, you all think that society seems to think that murder is the greatest crime in the world. It is not. You know, you say, I've seen murderers committed to institutes, you know, to institutions for mental health. Yes. Yes, you have. I have two. I have two. But you know, murder is not the worst case there is. You know, the worst cases that they are those that involve children and the elderly, especially sexual cases that involve children.
Yeah.
So although you may feel that a murderer is worse than what R. Kelly is accused of, the law does not. You ever watch Law and Order? We consider sexual abuse the most heinous crime. That's absolute fact.
Yeah. Phoenix Rising says outside of Rashonda, I would go with mitigating circumstances.
Mitigating circumstances.
Oh, okay.
I want the best for all involved.
Mhm.
Well, you know, I do too. But, you know, when you say outside of Rashonda's case alone is a mandatory minimum of 30 years. That's mandatory. That is the least he could get for being convicted of the case against Rashonda alone. The least he could get is 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, he's 50, what, 54, 53, 54?
Yeah, I think he turned 53 or 54.
You know?
I'm 58. I'll be 50
You
now.
know, what is 30 years looking like?
And my nerves can't take all of this stuff anymore because it's just turned into.
Phoenix Rising said, my parents didn't know I was a little devil in training, but don't come after me 20 years later. Well, you know, if you committed a crime against a child, yeah, they coming. Yeah, they coming. You know, because, you know, they did away with the statute of limitations just for R. Kelly.
And the
They
priest.
did that
And the priest.
specifically for
And
him.
the priest. No. In the state of Illinois, it was for the priest and Rob. For the priest.
Yeah, they didn't do it for the priest. They did it for Rob.
So they went back in and changed laws.
Listen to me. The Me Too movement spearheaded the changing of that law. They were behind the scenes, baby, lobbying and working for that law to be changed so that Robert Sylvester Kelly could be held accountable. Because the statute of limitations had run out.
Now see how powerful Me Too is, and I consider Me Too a feminist terrorist group that hate men.
That's not the first time that I heard that. I'm laughing not because it's funny. I'm laughing because I've heard that before.
They're a feminist terrorist group that hate men. They got together and they were behind all of that because they started boycotting his concerts and everything. They were, you know, this has been in the works for a while, people.
And that is what, and I want you to say that again. Wait, April.
Documentary was the beginning of this. This was not the beginning of bringing
say it again.
Rob down. Do
say
not
it again.
believe any blogger or anybody that tells you that. They have the investigation for Rob started off with taxes.
Yes, it did. His investigation began with the IRS. That's true.
Yeah,
it began years before the documentary. So for those of you who think this is all about the documentary, you're just wrong. You're just wrong. You just refuse to face facts because the investigation was years before the documentary.
Yeah.
Rob was investigated by damn near every government entity there was. The IRS, the FBI, ICE, Homeland Security, every damn body. They all correlated on this case together. Because one would investigate one thing and then they would uncover a crime that would lead them to turn the case over to, yet another government agency. Then they would uncover a crime that would lead them to turn it over to yet another. None of this started because of the Lifetime. None of it. All of this was prior to.
Yeah.
Like April just said, Me Too was boycotting his damn shows.
Yeah, it was, let me see, because my cousins, they went to his concert in Jackson, Mississippi, because we were able to get them tickets. And they called us and they like, what's going on? These people down here, they boycotting all in front of his concerts. Yes, they had started then, back in 2000, I think 16 or 17. So, yeah, they had started this a while ago. But, so.
Keep the truth, said Lady Alicia. Keep in mind that Donnell Russell, Michael Williams, and Richard Arline had their cases moved under Judge Ann Donnelly. Richard Arline sent his plea of guilty. That alone seals his fate. Well, it damn sure doesn't help him. It definitely does not help him. Because all of those cases are connected to Robert's case. And people, his supporters don't like to admit that. They try to, reject it, but it's a fact.
So
was it Richard who pled guilty?
Don Russell, he's in plea negotiations.
Yeah, Don Russell is in plea negotiations. They're all taking a plea. They are all taking a plea.
Don Russell is the one that called Lifetime. Am I correct?
Don Russell is the one who sent the bomb threat to Lifetime to not air the screening of the Lifetime documentary. Yes, he called in the bomb threat. He also called in and said that there was a guy there who was ready to shoot up the place if they went ahead with the screening. Yes, that was Don Russell.
Now,
he is on
wiretap. People did these actions on their own, though, right?
I'm sorry, say that again.
These people did these actions on their own accord, right? Trying to help him.
I don't know that. I don't know that because there are some correspondence between, I believe it's Michael Williams. I could be wrong, but there's correspondence between Michael and there's correspondence between Don and Rob when he did this. You have to understand that when Don did these things, Robert was not in jail. When Don did these things, Robert was not in jail. The documentary had not yet even came out, and they were trying to prevent the documentary from coming out.
Yeah.
So there are calls between them and Rob's phone
Yeah.
concerning these events.
Yeah.
And here's what I need people to understand. And this is where it gets kind of muddled for people. Being charged in a conspiracy under RICO, being charged as head of the enterprise, Rob does not have to know anything about the conspiracy. He doesn't have to know. Because, this is one of the reasons that being charged under RICO is so devastating. Rob did not have to know the plan. He did not have to give orders for the plan. He don't even have to know the damn people in the plan. The only thing that has to be proven to connect Rob, the head of the enterprise, to the crimes that Don Russell and them committed, the only thing the government has to prove is that what Don and the rest of the people did were to benefit the enterprise. Because people are saying, he was in jail. He ain't telling nobody. It doesn't matter. He doesn't have to tell them. The law doesn't say you got to give the order. You got to know about the plan. That's not what the law says. He doesn't have to know a damn thing.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Keep the truth. I'm going to look at this. The BBC released a documentary on him
in March, well before Surviving R. Kelly.
Oh, I hope it's under free movies under YouTube, because I don't buy all that stuff.
Oh,
hold on, let me. Yeah.
But yeah, the things that Don Russell did, the things that Richard Arline did, the things that Mr. Williams did, it's devastating to his case. It's devastating because what they're doing, what they've done essentially is that they have proved that they've proved the charges that the government has against him in terms of intimidating witnesses, obstructing justice. They proved that. Because that's exactly what they did. So the jury's not going to sit there and say, oh no, he didn't have anything to do with that. The jury's going to sit there and say, those were his people. They knew what to do. They did it on his behalf. They may even say they did it at his behest. Okay? He did it in the previous trial because that's what they're accusing him of. They're accusing him of paying off Rashonda and her family to not testify so that he can control the verdict of that trial. And the jury is going to agree. They're going to believe that. Because why would they not?
Well, I'm going to be confident there's going to be one that don't believe it.
Will you be confident? Yeah. Tracy Porter says,
oh, okay. Wait a minute. Read what Tracy and then I put Miss Margaret's comment.
When Don made those threats, Rob was still doing concert. It doesn't matter. Tracy, listen to what I'm saying to you. It does not matter. Rob could have been in jail. Rob could have not have talked to Don in 3 damn years. It doesn't matter. Because Rob is charged as head of the enterprise. And whatever anybody does to benefit the enterprise by Rob being the head of the enterprise, he is legally responsible. That's just the law. That's just it in a nutshell. You may not think it's fair, you may not think it's right, but that's what it is.
So
it doesn't matter what Rob was doing while they were running around blowing up Azriel's car. It don't matter. It don't matter he was in jail. It does not matter. What matters is what they did to benefit him. That's all that matters.
Mhm. Okay, now this is another Miss Margaret.
Miss Margaret says,
Miss Margaret, Lord have mercy.
I gotta read it.
Then I'm gonna have to be starting rallies and protesters and marches for you, Miss Margaret.
Miss Margaret said, if I shoot Donnelly, you guys are my witness that the word came to me from God and not Rob. Miss Margaret.
Miss Margaret. Yeah.
Hey, I ain't mad at you, Miss Margaret.
Yeah.
Miss Margaret say, I'm gonna let you know now. Oh, Miss Margaret, you could be a little nice,
Okay.
Miss Margaret. Phoenix Rising says, until you hear the testimony, it does matter what we think. The plea sounds like, wait. Until you hear the testimony, it does matter what we think. No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter what you think, because what you think isn't law. What matters is the law. What you think doesn't matter. And we have heard the testimony because we've read the damn plea. We've heard it. Now, because you choose not to read the documents, that's on you. We have heard it. We've heard the government stand in court and attest to it. We have heard it.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Something must have happened to her phone again. Yeah. Miss Phoenix Rising, yes, it's very exhausting. And I just cannot wait until it's over with. You know. Okay, here she's back. Yeah. And we're all
I don't know why I keep getting kicked out. It let me back in that time though.
Yeah. I think people are exhausted with even the shenanigans that are going on with the bloggers on YouTube.
Well, you have to be exhausted because it's been going on for over 2 years. And it's not just the shenanigans with the bloggers, it's the shenanigans with all his damn followers too.
Yeah. The bloggers, the followers,
you know, it's all of the supporters and followers. It's not just the bloggers.
My thing is, you got the people that don't support him. That's fine. That's their right. You know, if you don't, that's like somebody saying they don't like seafood, they hate seafood, or they don't like country music. Am I going to hate them? Hell no. You know, like, am I going to argue with them? No. I mean, I love chocolate ice cream. You don't like it, you're missing out on something good. That's fine. But these people.
I'm not riding by your house because you don't like the same kind of ice cream I like.
Oh, yeah. Or no, call the police. Put up my police record if I don't like the same record you do, you know. Find out who all I slept with You know, I'm a single woman over here. What I want to do is my business. YouTube don't make me. I could give two shits in a damn about any YouTube channel, about any rich or anything. YouTube does not define who Darlene April is, and it does not define me in any aspects of my life. So I don't care who doesn't want me on their YouTube channel, who takes the wrench away, because my God, they're not paying my bills.
I know that's right. Phoenix Rising says, refresh my memory. So you're saying the government is not capable of embellishment. I'm not saying that, Phoenix. Here's what I'm saying. You know, you all hear a lot of bullshit about the federal government and how they do things. The federal government is not the state government. It is extremely rare in Illinois, and I can only speak for this state. It is extremely rare that the federal government is going to go into court and proffer bullshit to the judge. Because you know why? We have to prove that. We have to prove that. We just can't walk in there and give a judge a list of shit that we don't have. And not only do we have to prove we have it, you guys do not understand how many hands everything that we say goes through and is checked and double checked and triple checked for accuracy before it goes into the courtroom. I'm sorry.
Can I spell your name back?
Sure.
Okay, can I have your name and birthday, please?
Give me 1 second. I gotta mute my mic, guys. My nurse is here.
Okay. So if everybody can just chill, respect everybody,
I'm not muted.
leave everybody alone, let people do what they need to do, those that don't support and those that do support. And, you know, but that's too much of doing the right thing in life. So we won't get too many people to do that. Yeah. So, yeah. So. And so it'll be interesting. Like I said, I've been away. I didn't even attend on this discussion. We were actually going to just talk about his new song that was released because, like I said, I've given it to God. Nobody is getting ready to stress me out, and I'm not. And these people on YouTube, like I say, I refuse to address them. And so you'll never have me arguing with people on YouTube for views and likes. And then, like I said, people want to twist your words. I did say Rashonda Landfair was testifying, and that she gave them a tape. She gave them some tapes, which is in the documents. And next thing I know, I got somebody doing a riddle me, talking about I'm saying it was her on the tapes. No, I was sharing information with people when I would find out stuff. And I had really true concerns, you know, because it's like, dang, you know. Yeah. And so then next thing I know, I go into another blogger show and they want to call themselves checking me. I told them I didn't care about no damn wrench. A wrench don't make me. And they trying to say, oh, you said that was Rob on the tape. I never said that. So me and you will never speak to each other again. Because I don't live to be 58 years old, and I don't have to sugarcoat anything, and I can stand by anything I say. And as I said in precedence, and as I said, I'm standing behind Rob, supporting him no matter what. And that's all I'm going to say. Yeah. And yes, Phoenix Rising, you know, you can have a great exchange. You know, I've looked at everything, but like I said, you know, that whatever is going to be done, you know, it's God's will, and that's what I believe in. But I also believe, like I said, if everybody got together, which they're not, because everybody wants to be crazy leaders. You know, they start off good talking about health, and then it becomes about them, who's sleeping with who, and everything. And it's just crazy. Like, I had to look out my window like, am I in the Twilight Zone? What does this have to do with his case? Because what we could have been doing is we all could have been getting together, and we could have been trying to get the statute of limitation laws changed. You know, we should be a moving force, but we will never be a moving force because too many people are out for self-gain. It's just crazy. And people aren't respectful because actually here in the state of Illinois, right now, if I wanted to go accuse a high school teacher or anybody of sexually abusing me, I could turn their life upside down due to there being no statute of limitation law. And that's not a good law. So there are other things that we could be doing to fight for injustices where we want the same sentencing guidelines done for blacks and whites, might all, you know, just everybody. There are so many things that we could be doing if people think that there's so much conspiracy theories and other things that's not even helping with the case. It's just not helping. But we could have done some positive things to get some things done. But again, like I said, everybody wants their claim to fame. People want to steal. People need the cash apps. So everybody has their own agenda, and their agenda is not to support Rob. And so, as I said, March 19th and 20th, we're going to be stepping in the name of love and walking for Kels. And, you know, just stepping in the name of love. Nobody's not trying to argue with anybody. Nobody cares about who's sleeping with who. Nobody cares about any of that stuff. Um, get a life. Um, read a book. Follow up on the laws. You see how Me Too, the feminist terrorist group that hate men, you see how powerful they have become. You see how powerful the alphabet people, and I only say the alphabet people, because what is it, the LGB something. So I just say the alphabet people. You see how powerful these people have become. But yet, nobody wants to get together and fight about the injustices, the sentences, guidelines that are made against Black men. Yeah. And so, and I'm thankful that I don't come on YouTube that often. We do our shows. Actually, I wasn't even, like I said earlier, was not supposed to go this far into R. Kelly because I'm just to the point now. I will just be participating in rallies for him. If we are walking in the name of love, I'm thankful I don't have to be on YouTube every day for hours for clicks and views and likes. I'm not trying to get anybody to follow me. If you choose to follow me, that's your choice. But I'm not trying to tell people who to talk to, who to like. Yeah. And Miss Margaret, I love him too. I did an interview today. He is my hero. He will be my hero for life because of the way he came up, what he overcame. He still became a celebrity, and nobody helped him. And that's how I feel about it. A music genius. And so if people, I also wish, but I see now people like drama, people like mess. And so that's why you got all the messiness going in. I don't do drama. I don't do messiness. Now, I don't know how I would have been maybe 20 years ago. It might have been a different story. But I like to think of myself as an older woman with knowledge now. And I know that you can fight with your pen and paper. And we can do that for these Black injustices. And so if you need to, get in touch with One Papoose. And then I do know that Spitting Fire, she is doing something on injustices against Black men because there is an injustice against Black men. And so I just thank you all for joining us. I don't know if Rob knows about this music that was released for him. Everybody be safe out here. We do have COVID. It's a lot of tension in the world right now. And people are under a lot of stress. Don't stress yourself out too much worrying about COVID, the elections. I know in Texas that the governor has said they don't have to wear masks. So those are things that people need to be concerned about. Is why is the state deciding that they don't have to wear masks? And that's unbelievable. So everybody be safe. Everybody learn how to respect everybody. Respect everybody's opinions. You can disagree to agree. I think if people start having more healthy conversations about life events, that the world will be a much better place. And that's what we are trying to do with the Truth Radio. DJ Spider-Man is at work. He's going to be talking to us more about being conscious about our health and different things. And then we need to try to find out, everybody can find out what they want to change in this world and maybe try to do it. Yeah. But I hate no one. I hate no one. But peace out to everybody. Peace and love. I support Rob no matter what. See you in March, as I will try to walk in the name of love, to show I love and support him no matter what. And what people do in their personal life is really nobody's business. But again, we're dealing with people, I guess, that have never had a life, because I don't have time to be worrying about what's going on in other people's lives. Yeah, I got enough stuff going on with my own life. So with that being said, peace, love, and head grease, everybody. I support Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, Rob to us, and keep the peace. Keep the peace in the YouTube streets. Stop giving people energy, negative energy. Stop giving them the energy that they need in the commentary. So obviously, everybody must like it if you participate in it. And then again, that's your choice. And my choice is not to support any YouTube channels, but a few. That because I deal with facts and I'm respectful of everybody and their opinions and their beliefs. Thank you all. Have a great night. Darlene April, DJ April Showers, I'm out.